The entire population of Needle, Alabama seemingly vanished, leaving behind only a haunted silence and an eerie sense of dread. This is a first-person psychological horror drama. We're going to go ahead and check it out. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start a new game. All right. Chapter 1, Apocalypse. Today is the last day, and it would have been nice to see the blue sky one last time instead of, oh, this thick fog, but oh well. Let's go ahead and look around as it suggests on the screen. Very nice. Oh, I reckon it's going to be a busy day. I've got many folks to say my farewells to. All right. What's this? I hain't fit for these long walks. My old legs are worn out. Ugh, my legs. All right. So this is kind of like played like, I feel like I'm playing Google Maps or something. I'll go meet the Engel family first and spend some time with little Susie. She's about 12 and my most favorite child in the world. She's as pretty as a Georgia peach, always has a big smile. I often see her reading through this window here. That's a bit creepish if you ask me. She's been helping me to read and write, but that gibberish just don't stick in my head no more. I done learnt how to write my name a few times, but the letters always turn upside down. It's kind of scary. What's this? I'll take these flowers for Susie. That always makes her smile. I don't know what that said. All right. Anything else to look? What is that very eerie noise? This is where the town children play around this time of day, but I don't see no sign of them. They usually be out here raising Cain, but not today. Is that where Raising Cain got their name from? One time, some town children was playing near this pond, and they saw someone moving about in it. All right. When the children came closer, they saw an escaped prisoner. I reckon he got shot while trying to escape because he was bleeding an awful lot. Right away, the children started throwing stones at him. Already, I'm getting a very bad idea about this game. One of the stones landed right in his eye and blinded him. This area was just puddles of red. That didn't stop the little rascals though. They laughed and kept pelting them until Susie came out. She gave the kids hell for what they've done and made them scramble away. Very good. Susie told the prisoner to hide in this here shed. She told no one about him but me. Boy, he was in terrible shape. What we got? Well, the guards saw the bloodstains here and figured that he was hiding nearby. They found him in the shed and what'd they do? This is not good. Hey, is anyone home? It's me, old Godfrey. Look, I got some flowers for little Susie. Wait, no, we weren't finished with the other story. What happened? That's funny. Why ain't they home? I'll come back after I meet some other folks. Probably a good idea, buddy. Stalking around and stuff. A little bit creepy. Alright, anything else to look around here at? There's George Grady's house over yonder. Let me go say my goodbyes to him. Alright. Why? Where is everyone today? The whole town feels doggone quiet. Ain't so much as a mouse stirring about. Maybe everyone's at the temple, but I didn't hear about no ceremony or gathering today. Alright. Hey George, you're home. It's me, Godfrey. George and his missus been trying for a child almost 6 years with no luck. George shared his plight with our Lord, Father Glorious, and was told to bring his lovely wife to the temple for a divine blessing with the Father himself. Well, that was almost 9 months ago, and wouldn't you know that she gave birth to a healthy boy. Well, that's very awesome. Congratulations. What's this? Just the other day, I seen George here telling some of the folks about how the town ain't gonna put up with the lies no more. He said the trust is broken and that we all ought to start an uprising. We've been lied to for too long. Those was his words. Very good. Start a peaceful ceremony. That's not what I meant, but... There's Miss Wilson's place. She's an old widow that took care of me many years. She told me about the religion, but says that I ain't allowed to go to no rituals 'cause they evil. She's a fine cook too. Can't nobody cook like her. Just the other day, she brought so much food to the ceremony that it'd make a man's mouth water. Tarts and cakes and sandwiches, and I don't know what all. All right. Of course, none of us townsfolk got much to eat because the temple elders got served first, and then the temple guards had their fill. By and by, when it was our turn, there wasn't nothing left except crumb. I'm sorry there, buddy. Sorry, Godfrey. Those greedy bastards. This house is decaying and in shabby condition. I should have listened to Miss Wilson and painted it when I had the doggone chance. But my brain can't remember so good. It's the least I could have done to repay her for her kindness. Hey, there she is, sitting at the window. Howdy do, Mrs. Wilson. Maybe she'll offer me a cup of cocoa. That's my most favorite treat, and it'd be swell to enjoy it one last time. Very good, buddy. Open up, miss. I've been thinking about meeting you since morning. It's good to finally see someone in town. Ma'am, it's me, Godfrey. I saw you at the window just now. Hello? Godfrey, it's awfully dark in there, buddy. I don't know if you want to go in there, man. Why, gee willikins. Something ain't right. Has it happened already? No, I don't think she's passed away, buddy. I hope not. I think I'll go talk to Ernest. He's a servant over at Judge Ravenel's house. Even if there is a ceremony at the temple, sure as heaven, Ernest ain't gonna be invited. In memory of Catherine Wilson, 1810 to 1885, widow of John Wilson. That big place is Judge Ravenel's house. He's also one of the founder members of the temple. They say I'm and Father Glorious been friends since childhood. Now where we go? Oh, okay. The judge and the father was both just a couple of regular farmers from Needle, Alabama. But now look at 'em. One's the county judge and the other's our dear Father Glorious. Leave it in thy Lord's hands, for thou can't grasp his ways. Father Glorious said that in a ceremony just the other day. I hear some movement. The faint sound of the leaves rustling in the wind makes it feel so lonesome and mournful, as if the whole world's dead and gone. Hopefully Ernest will tell me where the whole town's gone to. I'd like to say my goodbyes, 'cause ain't no knowing what's gonna happen tomorrow. Ain't that the truth? Hello, Ernest. Oh my lord, who's a shooting and firing? Stop firing, it's me old Godfrey, doggone it. Who's out there? I better hide behind the house before I get shot. It's a good idea, buddy. Let's get out of here. I got to sit tight and be extra quiet. I'm trembling all over and I can't stop shaking. Look, my hands just won't quit quivering. The town's been here talking that this day would come. Most of the folks lost their trust, but they shouldn't stay silent. Should've stayed silent. They know darn well what the temple guards will do. They know darn well what the temple guards is capable of. Dear Lord, please save me. I hope I am safe here. I've just got to hush and not make so much as a squeak. We told George Grady that he's asking for muck by raising too many questions. Don't he know what became of all the others that doubted the Father? Temple's got ears everywhere. Now look at the dreaded mess we're in. I can't hear 'em no more. I think the guards went back to the temple. Let me try again if Ernest is home. My old heart's thumping too fast. It ain't good for me. No, it ain't, buddy. I'm very sorry. Please, Ernest, I beg you to open up. I'm terrified. I ain't breathing so good. Looks like they're still here. I need to find a place to hide quick. Hang it. It's locked. This one's locked too. Come on, bud. I don't know what to do for you, buddy. Oh, Lord, please make 'em be gone. Let me go have a peek. Godfrey, if you get shot out here, man, I'm sorry. May God curse those darn guards. I reckon they went back to the temple. That still don't explain where all the folks is. Everyone's gone and disappeared into the fog for alls I know. Farmer Jim lives in that house down yonder, and that's his barn next door. He's a firm and fervent believer of old Father Glorious. Never misses a ceremony. Never misses a sermon or ceremony at the temple. He's always dressed in his fine white cottons for all the rituals. Says he's been to all of them. Say, at least his horse and cows ought to be there. Seeing any sign of life be heaven sent for my soul. I feel terribly alone and empty. That's sad. Sorry, God. I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Let's get moving, buddy. There ain't no animals. No horse and no cows. One of Jim's cows had a calf that was recently sacrificed. Jim would have personally sacrificed his old trusted steed if the father asked. Many of the town folks have been giving Jim the cold shoulder recently. George Craddy told us to be careful what we tell him, 'cause Jim's only loyal to the temple. Jim has changed an awful lot since he's became a believer. He weren't like this. A rotten stench is coming out of that shed. I wonder what remains. Jim put in there, but it's decomposing and giving off a rancid smell. No use of this firewood no longer. It's been laying here untouched for years. The whole town's posed together. The whole town's posed together in this field tomorrow. The whole town's posed to gather in this field tomorrow for the decisive day. Father Glorious had his heavenly vision in the same field more than 20 years ago. Angels came down and gave him the holy revelation. That was the day regular old Avery Cartwright became our Father Glorious. I often sit here and stare at the sky to maybe catch a glimpse of the angels. They say Father Glorious's black hair instantly turned ashen white after his encounter. I remember once meeting Jim after the first older rituals. He had a crazy look in his eyes. Looked like that old madam or a murderer. He smelled of smoke and burning, kept chanting, "Glory, glory, glory," like a raving lunatic. He became feverish after that for almost a week. That used to be Father Glorious's house, but now it belongs to Warden Henry. Say, that's a good idea. I'll head to Cartwright Prison, and maybe they'll know what the deal is. I'm sure those prisoners are still around. See? I ain't no dummy that ever makes me out to be. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. That was the Dembo. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video so that it may be seen by the YouTube algorithm. If any of this content was hard for others to see, I'm very sorry, but thank you if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Anyways, guys, you have a wonderful day, and take it easy.